Hi, this is a quick demo and introduction about the COTX FlexiMining. FlexiMining basically is a COTX a cloud service, which would let the hotspot owner to install multiple mining apps on your hotspot. So if you log into COTX store and to check this FlexiMining product collection, so if you open this uh, FlexiMining introduction, you can see the basic idea about the FlexiMining. So we let the hotspot owners can log in Codex hotspot cloud service, and in this cloud service, you can add your hotspot to be remote managed by this service, and at the same time, you can choose enable different mining apps on top of your Codex hotspot. You can install like Mysterium, computecoin, storj, earnapp, and some other apps. So with one hardware, you can get a multiple passive incomes from all these mining apps. So all the mining rewards will directly goes to hotspot owner, and Codex only charge you flex mining service fee. I think it's a reasonable business model. So we can involve more mining apps in this ecosystem. So as a hotspot owner, with one hardware, you can get multiple incomes. And I think also another benefit is the Cortex hotspot is a very low power consumption. So it's a pretty green solution to give you a chance to get a multiple passive incomes. And of course, the hardware and the firmware still managed by Cortex customer service team. So we still can remote upgrade the firmware, help you to support the basic infrastructure for the hotspot. And also, even we support flex mining. Even you can install multiple mining apps on top of Cortex hotspot. The Helium function still there. We didn't change anything about the Helium function, so it's still a Helium full hotspot, uh, and it can also support multiple mining apps. So that's the whole ecosystem for the flex mining. So we can involve more apps. You can use Cortex hotspot to install them and get multiple incomes. At the same time, at this point, we are testing to run a new firmware for other hotspots. I mean, not Cortex hotspots, but other brands Helium hotspots to support flex mining. So it's still in beta testing. A lot of our potential customers actually are testing our firmware, so they can let their own hotspot become a flex mining ready hardware, so they can connect to our Cortex Hotspot cloud service and enable other mining apps. That's the basic concept about the flex mining. So one, it's a low power consumption, very green, multi-mining hardware. And two, you can using our cloud service to enable, disable mining apps at any time you want. So you can get a multiple incomes from the same solution. And let me give you a quick demo about our system. So if you log into our Hotspot cloud service, it's cortex-sg.io. You can see that's the UI, and in Hotspot tab, you can see here's the two testing devices. It's a Cortex devices, and also another one is Cortex TPMT. TPMT actually is a Cortex partner. So this is a very special hardware. We enforced the capability for this hardware to do a multi-mining to support the flex mining. So if you check our store in business flex mining, you can see there is a hardware product we call Cortex X3 Alcrymist edition hotspot, which is the cooperation between Cortex and TPMT. We create this hardware. This one would support multiple mining apps, even more than flex mining. So once you get this hardware, in our portal, you can see the maker is Cortex TPMT. So it can support FlexiMining apps here. If you want to enable each of the apps, you have to pay for it. Like you click this little shopping cart and pay the fee. Once you finish the payment, you can come back and you can see that one already being ready to be installed. For example, this one already being installed. You just click it. You can see the status is running. You can start to start to install the apps. Or one app's already been installed. You can check the status. Just click the name for it. See that one's already online. And but if you do have Alcrymist edition hardware, the Alcrymist apps, you don't have to pay anymore. They're just free for you because you got the Alcrymist X3 edition hardware. So you can just directly click these apps. See that one already installed, and yeah, that one's already installed. So basically that's the function. Very straightforward. Just if you have to pay, just click the little icon to finish the payment. Because COTX only charge customer by FlexiMining service fee. All the mining income directly goes to hotspot owner. So that's our business model. So you can quickly enable payment and finish payment and install the apps. That's it. Straightforward, simple, and easy. That's the FlexiMining. And once you installed some apps, and if you click the hotspot name, you can check different mining apps consumption of your hotspot resources like CPU, memory. You can check all the status here. It's like a quick flex mining dashboard for you. Yeah, that's pretty much about this quick demo. Another thing I want to mention about is that we are recently create this flex mining package. We do support a bunch of third-party mining apps on our X3, X5, or even other brands' hotspots. We packaged all these apps into one software package. So, for example, if you have a 10 hotspots and you are dealing with like 5 apps for each of them, you have to enable each of these apps on these 10 hotspots. That's time consuming. So the simpler way is we package all these so you can pay like 5 hotspots, and each of them you pay like a quarterly $15 per quarter. So you got a total payment in one order. Once you finish the payment, you can notify us your 5 hotspots name and address, and we can enable these 5 hotspots FlexiMining apps in the backend. So once you finish the payment, when you back to the hotspot cloud service, you can see all your hotspots, all apps are enabled. You can just click and install. So that would be pretty handy if you have multiple hotspots and you want to enable multiple apps on top of them. And best part is now we support a bunch of apps on this package. But if in the future, in near future, we enable new apps, we release the new apps supporting FlexiMining, you can just directly install them. You don't have to pay anymore because the FlexiMining package is 1 year. So in that year, no matter how many apps we released, you can just use them. You can just enable them on any of your hotspots. So that's the FlexiMining package. If you check the FlexiMining, here is the support matrix. If you open this support matrix, and of course you can search support matrix directly on the on any page of our eStore, COTX-store.com. You can find a FlexiMining support matrix. We listed here all the apps we supported for our hardware, COTX Full Hotspot X3, X5, and of course, as I mentioned, if you got a COTX X3 Alcrymist edition, you support more apps. And as I mentioned, we can let you to refresh our Cortex firmware on your hotspots. All these models can be support Cortex firmware. Once you got a Cortex firmware, you can use your hotspot to connect to COTX cloud service, then install all the flex mining apps. So you can join a flex mining ecosystem if you got these models hotspots, and these are still in beta testing. And in the future, we're gonna support if you have a Raspberry Pi, not just a Helium hotspot, we can still let you install our apps. Still in testing, or even other open hardware platforms. That's the vision for flex mining. At this point, storj is released, but in beta testing, we're gonna release presearch, scprime, meson network. All these will be released for flex mining. We will already be a partner of Blackspot global partner, and we do support Flex on our platform. It's still in testing now. And that's the support metrics information for you can check which apps support which hardware platform. And another section, there's a new section, is the estimated passive income. We try to elaborate what the accumulated passive income you can get by flex mining. So here you can see we listed the stake and the collateral cost for some apps here, and we put estimated reward here. So you can see if you enabled multiple apps on one hardware, you can get accumulated passive income by flex mining. And if you think you enable one by one, you have to pay a lot of money for flex mining service fee. You can buy flex mining package, quick and easy, to enable all of them on your hotspot. And of course, you have to check the nodes because there are some limitation about the flex because they consume more hardware computer resources. Anyway, that's a way to give you a sense about what kind of passive income you're gonna get by enable multiple flex mining apps on your hotspot. And to be honest, this is a pretty conservative estimation because we got all these numbers by our own testing, by our customers' feedbacks, by our customer survey. So it mainly come from community and our testing. So but we don't want to misleading any customers. So we put pretty conservative numbers here, and in different country by different situation bandwidths and different storage configuration, so you will get different rewards. We not guarantee you get these rewards, but that's our tests and estimation. We just present to you to let you have a better understand what potential you can get by enable flex mining. Next section, we listed a bunch of apps here, so you can see scprime and the presearch will be released soon. Flex is in testing. Meson network is in testing. We also support a bunch of apps which can bring you more functions, not just bring you passive income directly. For example, WireGuard VPN. You can use this to set up a VPN server by yourself, and all other apps are in evaluation, in research, are listed here. So you can quickly find all necessary information about flex mining by check the flex mining support metrics. And that's pretty much about the support metrics. Another thing, what's next? What's the next thing we're gonna release for flex mining? If you check the store flex mining section, we listed a potential new coming hardware here. It's called a flex mining node V1. It's based on our partner's hardware, Zima board. It's x86 hardware. It can support all flex mining apps. Basically, this hardware is better than normal Raspberry Pi based Helium hotspot. The more compute power, more interface. You can easily connect to multiple accessories. It support PCIe, so you can expand it to support more hard drives. You can use it to build up your own NAS system. You can use it as your own media server. You can set up your own VPN server. You can install home assistant, so you can use this hardware to control your smart appliances in your home. So it's definitely a multifunctional platform. So you can use support all apps we listed in FlexiMining support metrics and to use it to change to multiple functions. And it's a combination of the cooperation between COTX and our partners like a Zimmerboard, like a Flux, TPMT, and computecoin. And also we can do more for business customers. So not only just normal consumer customers to buy this hardware to do multi-mining or set up your environment, we can do more for our business customers. So if you have a plan, like you have a product to be deployed, distributed, I mean decentralized, we can attach this hardware to your hardware so you can realize your function and at the same time get a passive income. For example, if you have a solution or product to install a lot of vending machine across the city, we can attach this box in your vending machine. So you can get your vending machine still functional and at the same time you get a passive income. So it's like one stone get two birds. So that's definitely a good choice for business customers. And also we can offer you our COTX customer service to help you optimize your environment to get you more passive income. So that's for our business customer. We call FlexiMining Metrics. It's like a massive deploy multiple apps on this open hardware platform. And also I have to let you know that this is a new hardware. It's not a Helium Hotspot. So there is no Helium LoRaWAN function inside of this hardware, but they do support other or we have flex mining apps. So that's the flex mining nodes V1, and that's pretty much my demo and introduction. If you have any questions, you can reach us by business@cotexnetworks.com or services@cotexnetworks.com. Of course, you can reach us by Discord. Thank you.